Well, Kilmarnock could give a debut to 19-year-old Darren Beesley in midfield in the absence of Ian Durrant, who has a groin problem. Gus McPherson is suspended, so Scottish under-21 international Peter Canero comes into a defence, which also includes the returning Jim Lauchlan. Starts for Reilly and Mahood completes the 5 changes from the side that lost at Rangers last week.
Yeah, Bobby really forced into changing things tonight, but I'm looking forward to seeing this lad Beesley, and I have to say that when we heard his name tonight, we didn't really know much about him. It does mean that Bobby's had to reorganise the midfield. Mark Reilly will be quite happy in the central role, the holding role in front of the back four. Gary Holt probably less so because he doesn't enjoy playing left. But I'm looking forward to seeing Beesley, who we're told has great natural talent. If he does have a problem, it's perhaps in his mobility, but we're told that technique-wise, he's lacking nothing at all. So a chance for him to show what he can do tonight.
It's the 150th league meeting between Aberdeen and Kilmarnock, and with nothing at stake, let's hope they give it a go and put on a show. The recent history of this fixture favours the visitors. Aberdeen have only won 1 of their last 12 encounters with Kilmarnock. Well, this is where it all began for Paul Wright, who hit a Rugby Park winner against Aberdeen last month, and he'd love to see off his former club again. Wright is the only Kilmarnock player to have scored in their last 6 games. And if young Ryan Essen is beaten today, Aberdeen will officially have the worst defence in British League football. 82 conceded is currently joint worst with Clydebank and Colchester. Can he keep only the Dons' 2nd clean sheet of the league season? The man in charge is the unmistakable John Rowbottom. Aberdeen will finish bottom of the Scottish Premier League, and had First Division Falkirk's ground been up to scratch, Ev Skodal would have been facing the nail-biting prospect of relegation playoffs. They got lucky, Aberdeen. If there was ever a season to finish bottom, this was it.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I don't think I would have fancied them in a playoff either. As such as the lack of spirit about this Aberdeen side at times. But as Charlie said, a cup final coming up, what more can you ask for? And clearly the door is wide open for quite a few of them. We spoke to Ed Skodal in the corridor outside the dressing rooms when he arrived at the ground, and he said, yep, the door is open for 3 or 4 of them. But as Charlie said, it's up to them whether they want to take the chance or not.
Well, Kilmarnock, who will kick us off, spent much of last season sandwiched between the old firm in 2nd place, but second from bottom has been more their territory this season. Bobby Williamson's team have been a bit of a mystery, topping the list of underachievers in Scotland. It's the battle of the bottom 2 to Todbury, yet ironically both these teams could be in Europe next season. Cup finalists Aberdeen already are, by virtue of the fact that champions Rangers have also made it to Hampden. Fair play placings could yet give Kilmarnock a shout. That's how they qualified last year. Hessey seeking out Andy Smith, but it was cleared by Solberg. Smith with only 1 goal in 15 games for Killie since his move from Dunfermline. Here's Paul Wright, who's been getting the goals for Kilmarnock lately. McInlay. Mahood. Hessey. Solberg trying to fend off Andy Smith. "17 years ago this week, in the Swedish city of Gothenburg, Aberdeen beat the mighty Real Madrid to lift the European Cup Winners' Cup. How times have changed. Kilmarnock have a man down at the moment, and it's Mark Reilly.
Yeah, he took a sore one there. Andy Smith is signalling over to the bench at the moment, Ian, that he can't continue, so we can only assume it was a bad one. It may have been in the way that he landed there, but Andy Smith reckons he can't continue.
So could Mark Reilly have to go off in the opening couple of minutes? Bobby Williamson managing to raise a smile despite a potential problem.
Well, Bobby obviously feels he's okay because he hasn't asked any of the subs to interrupt their warm-up.
He'll be the second longest serving manager in the Scottish Premier League, behind Jim Jeffries. This is Canero, who has come in with Gus McPherson, Kilmarnock's usual right back, suspended. Lauchlan up towards Smith. David Lilly and Derek Young combining here. Andy Dow, who has been a consistent performer in a poor season for Aberdeen. McAllister's on the overlap, and he's able to deliver. It's met by Lauchlan. Derek Wright. Gary Holt leading a mini charge for Kilmarnock. He's had an excellent season for them and was on the bench for Scotland recently. And Holland, late called up to the squad because of injuries. Kilmarnock won both rugby park encounters with Aberdeen this season, but they drew here at Todbury back in October 2-2. Aberdeen were twice ahead in that game, in fact. Derek Young up towards Jess, and there's the return ball, and Derek Young, oh, and it's poked wide in the end by Hicham Zerouali.
Yeah, it all came from a marvellous reverse ball here from Ewan Jess. The first touch, he knows exactly where Young is. Good ball in behind Tosh McInlay. Youngster has the presence of mind to look up before picking Zerouali out. Couldn't get the shot on target, but smashing piece of football down the right-hand side there by Aberdeen.
Here's McAllister. It's out by Mahood. Here's Lilly. Up towards Jess, but too far over him. All right, didn't let it go, but Bernard wasn't full. Derek Young. Derek White. And Derek Young might just latch onto this, and Zerouali! Oh, what a strike! A touch of Moroccan magic from Hicham Zerouali!
Yeah, and he owes Derek Young here as well, Ian, because as the ball sits up here, Tosh McInlay hesitates. Young's prepared to go and attack it and win it, and that's what says the chance of it. What a marvellous finish. Back to front ball from Derek White. And Young wanted it badly enough to win it ahead of Tosh McInlay. I don't know if he struck it cleanly or otherwise, I suspect not, but it was good enough to fly into the top corner. Gordon Marshall blameless. And that's exactly the kind of start that Aberdeen were looking for.
Aberdeen off to a flyer, and those are words I haven't had to use very often this season. Alan Mahood with a rather speculative attempt to respond for Kilmarnock.
I don't think he caught it right, Ian. I think he got lucky there. But you have to say he was there to take the chance in the first place. And he made the most of it. The 50-50 won by the youngster. And then Zerouali did the rest.
Well, Mark Reilly has been forced to go off after taking that knock in the second minute, and Ali Mitchell has come on in his place. Zerouali unable to keep it in play that time. Confirmation of Kilmarnock's early change. The long-serving Ali Mitchell coming on. McInlay. Gary Holt unable to do much with that. Lilly. Paul Bernard is impeded by Paul Wright, and that'll be a free kick to Aberdeen, who have made a bright start on a bright evening. Andy Dow delivers. The flag immediately went up as it arrived towards the box. Darren Beesley wearing number 32 for Kilmarnock. And Zerouali proving a real handful, joined by his fellow countryman Rashid Belabed. But Lauchlan is able to release Holt. Derek Young. Dow. This is Paul Bernard, £1 million man. And he joined in the mid-90s from Oldham. Canero. Lauchlan. Kilmarnock behind early on. They have to come up with something. They're not exactly the most free-scoring side in Scotland. But this is Paul Wright. Beesley, Wright. Lauchlan's overhead clearance and tucked into touch by McAllister, and Kilmarnock will be hoping something will go their way here. And it was some run by Canero. Zerouali has been hobbling a little bit for Aberdeen, the goal scorer, and the bouncing ball eluding McAllister. It's away by Lilly. Here's Belabed. Beesley. Cross McInlay. Offside against Andy Smith.
Well, Zerouali does well here, but full credit there to Young for winning it in the first place. I don't think he catches that right, and you can see the amount of spin in the ball, but he'll take it anyway. And as you say, has been limping a bit. I think it's just a knock, and certainly Eb Storer will be hoping he runs that off. I think it must be right in the frame for a place at Hampden.
Well, the Aberdeen fans have certainly taken to him. He once had a trial with Barcelona where he was tagged little Romario. Probably didn't expect to end up in Aberdeen when he was at the Nou Camp, I imagine. Here's Andy Smith. And a fine intervention by Thomas Solberg gives Kilmarnock a corner.
Yeah, wanted a bit too much time on this one, Andy Smith. Good ball through to him in the channel. Decides to take on Solberg. He could have played it earlier.
So the new boy Beesley will take this corner. Free kick. Alan Mahood clipping the heels of Derek Young. Aberdeen have a spring in their step, but Zerouali sprang a little early.
Yeah, it's another good ball by Jesson behind there, but as usual, Kilmarnock held the line perfectly here. In fact, he's probably just about level there when the ball's played. He's unlucky there.
Side against Andy Smith again. Kilmarnock have only won 3 away games in the Scottish Premier League this season. Only Aberdeen have won fewer on the road. Bobby Williamson will be hoping that the last away game of the season brings some reward. And we finish up at home to St Johnstone next week. Lauchlan fending off Reilly, but Marshall wellied it straight into touch. And Lauchlan out of contract at the end of the season. Bernard. Derek Lilly. Derek Young. And Bernard was caught on the head by the boot of Ali Mitchell then. Ouch.
Yeah, I think it's a mixture of both here, Ian. I think it's a high foot and a low head. Paul Bernard certainly stooped to try and get the ball here. You see he goes down there. Mitchell leading with the studs, there's no doubt about that.
A really painful one for Bernard.
Yeah, sore enough if he's got rubbers on him, but if he's a metal stud on there, then that'll have done a bit of damage. Bernard just trying to win it there in front of Mitchell, and he's really caught quite badly there, and that's a bad one.
Some serious patching up to do there. And they'll have to take Paul Bernard off to do it. So Bernard needing treatment. Remains to be seen whether he'll be able to carry on, in fact.
Yeah, I think it all depends whether he's concussed or otherwise, Ian. Certainly if it's just a cut, they'll stitch him up and get him back on. And I really feel that Paul Bernard is a big player for Aberdeen. He's taken a lot of stick this season, much of it down to the price that the club paid for him. But I think he's starting to look more like himself this season. Epscorrell just wanting to know whether he can continue or not. And I think Bernard reckons he's had enough for the night.
Yes, he's going to play no further part, Paul Bernard. They're going to make a change now, and that's David Rowson who's coming on. Started last week against Celtic, but injured for a fair chunk of the season. Before he comes on, Andy Dow takes the free kick, but it eludes everybody, and in fact a free kick's been given against Derek White anyway. So David Rowson can now enter the fray. So both teams in the opening quarter of an hour forced into changes.
Yeah, and as I said earlier, Ian, that's Aberdeen lost their only ball winner. The only guy who I think is prepared to put the foot in. And now and again, you have to hurt opponents. Paul Bernard is prepared to go and do that. And in that respect, Aberdeen are now a bit lightweight in there.
Andy Smith trying to get in. Derek White was there too. It's a goal kick. Needless to say, Andy Smith thought otherwise. Aberdeen have lost more games and conceded more goals this season than ever before in their history. It's been a campaign to forget in the Scottish Premier League, but not in the cup competitions, of course. They've reached the finals of both. Lost to Celtic rather in the League Cup. They face Rangers in the Tennant Scottish Cup final live on Sky Sports in a couple of weeks. No Ian Durrant to take the free kicks today. He's out with a groin problem. Zero Ali. Support arriving from Jess, but it just went behind him. And all of a sudden, Canero burst through.
Yeah, good positive play there by Peter Canero. And Kilmarnock could be doing with more of that. This is the problem they have, getting in behind Aberdeen's back line, because both Andy Smith and Paul Wright like coming off at times.
Beesley's corner. Away by Solberg. Ian Jess giving Reilly something to chase, but a little too much to chase as it turned out, and Josh McInlay can't stop it going for the throw. And Derek Lilly has scuffed that one into touch. David Lilly, that is. I'm going to call him Derek. There are quite a few Dereks in the Aberdeen team tonight, just increasing their numbers. Here's McInlay. Oh. The veteran defender enjoying a new lease of life at Kilbarnet. He's 35 years of age now. He's making his 15th appearance for Killie tonight. Smith. Gary Holt under severe pressure from Solberg. Kilmarnock still posing a threat. Here's McInlay. Now Holt. Away by Solberg. And Jess is held by Hessey, and that's going to be a free kick.
Yeah, great use of the arm there from Sean Hessey. Ian Jess playing up front. We thought he might play in midfield, but playing further forward. I've always believed he was a better player playing off the front, but once again he's up front tonight alongside Reilly.
Aberdeen 7 points adrift off Kilmarnock at the bottom, so they will finish at the foot of the Scottish Premier League, regardless of what happens in the final 2 games. But they'll be looking to go out on a high, bearing in mind they have the mighty task of Rangers ahead in the cup final. Since they beat Hibs in the semi-final, not much has gone their way. They'll be offside against Reilly.
Yeah, he's playing right on the last defender tonight. He comes Reilly. As usual, when we watch Kilmarnock, we're going to see quite a few offsides tonight. That one certainly not up for debate at all, clearly a couple of yards off.
Aberdeen with just 1 win in their last 11 league games, but with just 1 defeat in their last 11 cup ties. In a strange old season. Jim Lauchlan. McInlay. And it's going to go through to Ryan Essen, just. Closer than expected that, as Mitchell thought about sliding in. Lauchlan. Away by Derek Wright, but not very far, although he gets it back from Doubt. Mitchell's won it back, and now Canero on another burst and getting a free kick. He's up for it.
Yeah, certainly looks as if he's up for it, Ian. A real chance to come in tonight in the absence of Gus McPherson, and he's working that whole right side at the moment and doing pretty well.
Free kick comes to nothing though for Kilmarnock, and Rashid Belabed has it, although he's sent that one into touch. Belabed joined his countryman Reilly at Aberdeen. Reilly has certainly made the bigger impact, as he has done on this game tonight, scoring the goal which has given Aberdeen a lead.
Yeah, you would never call him a team player, Ian. I think that's the problem. But great individual technique, and you know, he'll do a trick for you when you need it. And right now, Aberdeen could do with that.
Here's Alan Mahood. Mitchell, an early replacement for the injured Reilly. Full centre though, comfortably cut out by Derek White. But Kilmarnock get it back with McInlay and now Holt. Tosh McInlay can put a decent cross in, and there's the proof. And it was just not wide by Paul Wright.
Yeah, it's a good ball, and it all came from a very slack ball from Jamie McAllister. Ends up with Tosh McInlay, whips in a delightful front post cross. And Paul Wright just couldn't quite get it on target. He was outside the front post. But it all came from a moment of slackness, and that's what Aberdeen have been punished for all season, giving the ball away too cheaply.
Beesley has put Holt in here, and Andy Smith is in the middle, but David Livy ensuring that it's not going to get as far as that. Beesley teeing up Holt. That's not a bad cross. Oh, and Jim Lauchlan has equalised for Kilmarnock. Lauchlan rose, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, if Ryan Essend's coming for this, he has to know he's going to get it, and he comes all the way here. Just hung up to the back post. Lauchlan above Andy Dow, and Ryan Essen caught in no man's land. Just a complete misjudgment here. He clearly feels he's going to get this, and he ends up nowhere near it, but a good leap nevertheless by Jim Lauchlan. Good aggression here at the back post. Up early, up above Andy Dow. An embarrassing one for Ryan Essen to lose.
That'll be one to learn about for Essen on his debut, and he won't keep Aberdeen's second clean sheet of the Scottish Premier League season. Andy Dow will take this free kick, and Solberg is up there, and he escaped his markers, and Gordon Marshall had to push it away.
Well, it's a terrific chance, and he knows it. And Bobby Williamson will be less than happy with the marking here. Solberg completely unmarked, free header, didn't make it count.
And he will stay to await this corner, the giant Norwegian. Jess sends it in, and it's going to come back to him. Dow delivers, offside this time, against maybe more than one. Wright. Smith. Gary Holt will get to this. McInlay arriving on the scene. Beesley. Holt setting up McInlay, and it's straight into the rather grateful arms of Ryan Essen that time. Alan Mahood. Paul Wright. Working as hard as ever. Beesley. Came off his own man, Smith. Ryan Essen given a chance in Aberdeen's goal today, with Jim Leighton rested and David Priest on the bench. Canero. Jess. It's a handball. Aberdeen do officially have the worst defensive record in British League football now. 83 conceded. They've overtaken, if you like, Clydebank and Colchester.
Yeah, the strange thing is, Ian, they've lost 82 goals, and yet Ib Scorrell started the season with a flat back four, and he's going to finish it with a flat back four. And you would think losing, given the way they were leaking goals, he might have considered playing with two markers and a sweeper, but he's resisted that. I think he believes what he's doing is going to work for him in the long term.
Wright. Away by McAllister to Dow. Here's Lauchlan though. Kilmarnock's goal scorer doing his duty at the other end. Sean Hessey. Put under pressure by Reilly. Bellabed. Josh McInlay keeping an eye on that one, but it's dropped for David Rowson. Oh, the mistake by Gordon Marshall! What a howler! A real howler! And David Rowson, with the assistance of Marshall, has put Aberdeen back in front.
Yeah, it's not nice for the goalkeepers, is it? Gordon Marshall looked as if he was going to take this comfortably. Well, you can't explain that, can you? 10 out of 10 at training, he would take this one blindfold. Just a momentary lapse in concentration. Now you feel for them when that happens.
He's done a Taibbi, you might say. Reminiscent of the goal that Manchester United's Massimo Taibbi let squirm through him when they played Southampton. Matthew Le Tissier was the beneficiary then. David Rowson is the fortunate one here. So Kilmarnock have to come back again, and Ali Mitchell gives it a go. They did come back twice in the other league meeting here back in October. They were 1-0 down and 2-1 down and ended up going away with a point. Hessey back to Marshall, who has missed most of this season through injury. He was absolutely outstanding last season when Kilmarnock had the best defensive record in Scotland. But it happens to them all at some stage or other in their career, you would think.
They'll be absolutely delighted that we're here tonight.
Don't think he'll be watching a video of the game when he gets in tonight somehow. McInlay. Beesley. Away by Young, but only to McInlay. Smith. Paul Wright. Not much on that. Forget really for Gordon Marshall, but they won't let him forget it, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was probably thinking what he was going to do with the ball after he gathered it, Ian.
Beesley. McInlay. Now Gary Holt. So Kilmarnock have to hit back again. Here's Mitchell. Nipped away from him by Rowson. Could open up here for Aberdeen if Andy Dow can get his act together, and he can. Jess. Oh, Zerouali made the run, but that one is going to be taken by Gordon Marshall. Let's look ahead to the action coming up this week on Sky Sports. Barnsley are Wembley bound, 4-0 up against Birmingham. The second leg of that playoff is on Thursday at 7 on Sky Sports 2. Aston Villa and Chelsea go up for the Cup Saturday from midday on Sky Sports 2 and Sky Sports Extra. All the build-up and all the action. And there'll be no quiet end to the Scottish season, the league season that is. We're at the Edinburgh Derby next Sunday. Hearts hoping to secure a UEFA Cup spot. We don't suppose Hibs would quite like to deny them. An earlier than usual start next Sunday from 2 o'clock. Canero. Beesley. Straight at Belabed. We can try again. Beesley to Paul Wright. He's not yet sure where he's going. Now he is. Nothing doing from the cross though. Nothing at all.
Yeah, it's a poor ball in there by young Beesley. Gary Holt had managed to get to the back post, but he's never going to get in the end of that. Bobby Williamson doesn't look too unhappy. And it's difficult for the Kilmarnock players tonight. Aberdeen obviously have the cup final in their mind. They're playing for places, but players tend to switch off when there's nothing at stake. I think that's shown really in the Kilmarnock performance so far tonight.
Solberg. Rowson. Jamie McAllister, who has been one of the success stories in Aberdeen this season. Here's another, Andy Dow. David Lilly showed too much of it to Gary Holt. Solberg. Rowson. And he was won back initially by the man who's on the ball now, Mahood. Holt. Mitchell. Unceremoniously whacked away by White. Now young Jess. Down to his left. McInlay plants that one straight onto the boot of McAllister, who promptly gives it back to Canero. Lauchlan. Ali Mitchell. Paul Wright. Canero's seen a fair bit of the ball down that side. Tosh McInlay. Sean Hessey, who joined from Huddersfield last year, but was also on the books of Leeds United once. Dow. Canero was quickest to react. And two players entwined as Kilmarnock carry on with it. And Mitchell doesn't get the throw, McAllister does. Andy Smith proving to be a pest. Lauchlan up towards Smith. All right. Mitchell delivers, but that's going to go straight behind, and Kilmarnock seem to be going nowhere fast here.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad ball in though from Ali McInlay. I think Gary Holt was in just a bit too early there. Dropped it into a good area. Look at Gary Holt, he's maybe in there just a bit too early instead of coming on to this. But that's a decent ball played in there.
Away by Lauchlan, here's Smith. Lauchlan remains to be seen where he'll be playing his football next season. Into contract and unable to agree a new deal. So, wonder where he will be. Here's Paul Wright. Mitchell. Canero is in support. Just there. Back it goes to Mitchell. This is more promising. And it's going to come to Wright. No, it isn't. David Rowson stepped in for Aberdeen.
And once again, it was good play by Alan Mitchell, Ian, who's a decent contribution on that right side since he's come on. He's quite happy playing wide on either side, combining well with Canero down that right-hand side.
Recently signed a 3-year deal. Already been here for almost a decade. With Kilmarnock rather than here. Aberdeen leading, and Rowson beneficiary of a mistake from Marshall to put them 2-1 up. This is Belabed. He's taken out by Sean Hessey, and that's going to be a free kick and a ticking off at least from Mr. Hessey.
Yeah, I think it's fortunate if he gets away without being shown a yellow here. Well late with the challenge. So Robotham, I think, is going to do him a turn here.
A word of warning, but no card for Hessey. And what can Aberdeen conjure up here? It's Zerouali, took a little deflection, but safely caught by Gordon Marshall. He is more than capable from that sort of distance, as St Mirren will certainly tell you. Scored a great goal against him in the Cup this season. Canero. All right. Beesley. And Beesley going for goal, but it was comfortably covered by Ryan Essen. Kilmarnock are unbeaten in their last 4 meetings with Aberdeen. Is that about to change here at sunny Pittodrie? This is Derek White. Big kick from Essen, but met by Lauchlan. Here's Belabed. The supply line cut out by Holt. Beesley has it. And the youngster finds the oldster, McInlay. Up towards Gary Holt. And just poked into touch by Lilly. And Holt has sought Andy Smith here, but it's quickly within the grasp of Essen, not for long though, because he's released Andy Dow. Still going. Oh, the free kick's been given against Dow for tripping Mitchell. Sean Hessey. Smith's header. Now Canero. He's making decent progress. Falls to ground under a challenge from Lauchlan, but not many appeals. Reilly. Dow. Throw in left to Andy Dow. Belabed. Gary Holt. Quickly in, but he's conceded a free kick for foul on Belabed, who rolled it out for a bit.
Yeah, Andy Smith's accusing him of having a dive here. I don't think so. I think it's clearly taken down there by Gary Holt. I think it was Mahood who slammed the ball into him as he was lying on the ground.
And Andy Smith's got a yellow card for his dissent. First player booked in this game for having a little too much to say to John Rowbottom about that, and to Belabed as well. Inside the last minute of the first half, Marshall's come a long way for that. Oh, and he spilled it. Second time around, it was in his clutches. Here's Canero. Beesley. Can they deliver? They might well be able to. And it's back towards Smith.
It's a chance here. It's a real chance there. Once again, it was Mitchell and Canero who combined to set it up.
Reilly's chasing this. Oh, Marshall's committed himself. And Reilly. It's going to be put in anyway, is it? It is by Jess. And Aberdeen are 3-1 up in rather strange circumstances.
Yeah, it's not Gordon Marshall's night at all. Once he makes up his mind he's coming here, he has to get to this. He's a fraction out, but it's a costly fraction. Tosh McInlay trying to get back goal side, couldn't do enough. And Ian Jess gets his reward for following up. But it's another misjudgment from Gordon Marshall. And it's just not happening for him tonight. I have to give credit to Reilly though, for having the pace to win the ball in the first place.
It's Jess's goal though. And for the second successive Sunday, Gordon Marshall committed himself, came chancing out and didn't get there. George Albert benefited last week. Lauchlan. Andy Smith is in near post and it's wormed its way through the throng of players.
It's another terrific ball in though by Ali Mitchell. He's getting some great service into the box. No one on the end of it again though. Doesn't come much better than that if you're a striker. Andy Smith just squeezed out at the front post.
The flag is up. Kilmarnock frustrated. It's not going the way of Paul, Wright and co at the moment, and it's certainly not going his way. Gordon Marshall, a couple of errors. There's only one Gordon Marshall supply. I'm not quite sure which set of fans is singing it there. The whistle's gone for half-time. Well, Gordon Marshall has had a major impact on this game, not quite the impact he would have wished though, gifting Aberdeen a couple of goals really. And both these teams have only managed 7 wins in the Scottish Premier League this season. Aberdeen seeking out number 8, and well placed to stop the rot of 3 straight defeats. 3 straight defeats, though, is what Kilmarnock are now heading for. Aberdeen in the unusual position of having a comfortable lead in the Scottish Premier League. Don't rule out a Kilmarnock comeback. I'm sure Bobby Williamson would have fired them up during his half-time team talk. That's dribbled off Andy Dow's boot. Smith. Mitchell is not far away. Canero, who has been lively. Beesley. Away by David Lilly. Smith. Oh, 2 Kilmarnock men. Mahood and Beesley ran into each other then and both are down.
Yeah, I think it might be a head knock as well, and that's why John Robotham has stopped it immediately. Alan Mahood looks the most seriously hurt of the two.
So a moment of concern, they completely ran into each other.
I think he's forcing. I think he got his arm up just in time to shield his face there. It's that kind of night tonight, isn't it?
Just a bit. Kicking each other now. Bobby Williamson's side in need of inspiration. But there's generally been a real end of season look about them. Season they quite like to get out of the way. Lauchlan, scorer of Kilmarnock's goal. This is Hessey. Gary Holt on towards Smith. McInlay away by Rowson. As far as Beesley, who finds Mahood. Ooh, Solberg presenting it to Mitchell, and well struck by Paul Wright, and it was a little awkward for Ryan Essen.
Yeah, typical Paul Wright, always looking to get the shot away early. Overrun there by Solberg, and the way the goalmouths are at the moment, that was a bit more difficult than it looked to.
After a recovery period in February, Aberdeen have slipped back into bad old ways, losing 6 of their last 7 games, so it will give them a real lift if they can string a couple of wins together, perhaps before the cup final. They end the league season at Dundee next week. Now it could open up here for Aberdeen because Rowson has won it back, and offside against Zerouali.
Well, they should have played it earlier, David Rowson. All he has to do is knock it in front of Vion Jess, and he wants too many touches on it. By the time the final ball is delivered to Zerouali, he's well off.
Smith rising with White. Andy Dow. Ooh, he's going to be caught by Andy Smith. Paul Wright is in the middle, but it's too near the keeper.
The final ball wasn't the best, but might not be anything at stake. But Andy Smith certainly isn't going through the motions tonight. He's fighting for everything as usual. Asking just a bit too much of Paul Wright to get the end of that.
High boot. Derek Young will give Josh McInlay a free kick. Mitchell bringing it under control. He allowed Reilly in, but Beesley finds Wright. Canero has moved ahead of him. Beesley has it again. Up towards Smith, who looked like he was being held by Reilly. Jess. No flag against Zerouali. What an opportunity here. Zerouali couldn't find the finish, although once again it squirmed out of Gordon Marshall's grasp.
I just wonder if he's offside when this ball's played forward, though. And Jim Lauchlan's hand goes up early. Zerouali quite rightly plays to the whistle. And Gordon Marshall's mind, I think, already on the summer holidays.
Oh, Solberg and McAllister almost left it for each other. Mitchell's throw, Canero, and he's going to get a corner off Andy Dow. And maybe there is life in Kilmarnock yet. Signal from Beesley. What have Kilmarnock got planned?
Well, this is where Aberdeen have been vulnerable all season, Ian. We'll see how they handle this.
Beesley going for Lauchlan on the far post. From Lauchlan. McInlay's cross, and Rowson having to touch it behind for a corner.
Yeah, it's a good ball in by Tosh McInlay. Whipped in deep here. Ali Mitchell almost on the end of it, and David Rowson did the right thing there at the back post.
Cracking crosser of the ball, McInlay, but this corner will be taken by the right foot of Beesley. And it's 2 against 2 here. Zerouali has Jess with him. Kilmarnock trying to get back desperately, but Jess has sent it in. And Marshall just got to it.
Yeah, good save for Gordon Marshall. That won't do his confidence any harm at all. Once again he makes up his mind to come early here, and he's brave enough. Rowson in full flow here. That's good goalkeeping there.
Free kick as Canero halted Andy Dow's route. Scottish under-21 international Canero. Rowson. Jess's cross. Canero. It's going to roll out.
I don't think he's done himself any harm at all tonight, though, Peter Canero. Very impressive. And I think after the season Kilmarnock have had, Bobby will be looking to try and get as many of the younger players into the squad for next season.
This is Mitchell. And McAllister's intervention gives Kilmarnock a corner. Someone from Queen of the South, Jimmy McAllister. A few players have gone on to greater things from there. So Killie to try again from Beesley's corner, and it came off Solberg. So they'll get another corner. So a feeling of deja vu as once again from this side. Beesley delivers. Away by Young. Reilly. Aberdeen bursting away here. Derek Young. There's Canero though. And he's hitting straight back at Aberdeen. Now Mitchell. Wright went with him. Reilly. Not quite what was needed then.
Yeah, you can see what he had in his mind away. The switch there for Ian Jess. Kilmarnock have pushed right up now, squeezing the game. There's a lot of room in behind.
Solberg. Rowson. It's a little awkward this. And it wasn't a bad try from a player who is rated as very promising. Young. Let's get some news on one of the first half casualties in this game from our man down by the dugouts, David Tanner.
Thanks, Ian. The news on casualty number 1, Mark Reilly, is that he'll be x-rayed tomorrow. Ankle ligament damage is suspected. Casualty number 2, Paul Bernard, has received 13 stitches for the V-shaped flesh cut in his head. It's taken a long time to stitch him up because his fiancée won't let doctors shave his head. Bernard gets married next month and she doesn't want to spoil the wedding photographs. No sign yet, Ian, of his future mother-in-law, thankfully.
She'll be here soon, I bet. Aberdeen preserving their 3-1 lead. Skodal enjoyed great success with Bromby in Denmark, had a short spell with Benfica in Portugal, but without doubt this is his toughest job to date. McInlay. Hessey. Kilmarnock have a throw, but it seems to be taking an age to get the ball back to Tosh McInlay. And now he's got it. Bellabed. McAllister. Oh, he's given it straight to Canero. Now, Kilmarnock planning a raid on Aberdeen's goal. And Beesley was nearly in, but credit to Rowson who stuck with him.
Yeah, good defending there by Rowson. He's put in a decent shift there since he's come on as substitute. David Rowson lost his way a bit here at this club for his spell at Livingston, but back in the frame now.
Beasley's corner and Lauchlan's header. Gary Holt. He got a kick from Derek Young, but the advantage played. It might be to Kilmarnock's advantage. Smith. Everybody Williamson is going to make a change in a moment in an effort to spark a little life into his side. Gary Holt, though, is doing that, and here's Andy Smith! Oh, he struck it very well.
Yeah, it wasn't far away, and it was down to the perseverance of Gary Holt here. Refuses to give this up, Gary Holt. Outnumbered 3-4 to 1 there. Fell nicely for Andy Smith.
Crashed through the pain barrier in his efforts for Kilmarnock then, Gary Holt. And that might delay the substitution whilst they check him out. Jamie Fowler waiting to come on. He looked lively when he did come on last week against Rangers.
Yeah, he did, he. And, you know, once again, it's another chance for one of the youngsters to come on and put their marker down for next season, because there must be places up for grabs in this Kilmarnock squad.
It's another one of the youngsters, Darren Beesley, who is making way for the arrival of Fowler.
Gary Holt's going to play central now, Ian, which will suit him. He's far happier in there.
Harry Mitchell. Oops. At least Canero can see the funny side of that. Had it been a little earlier in the season, with a little more at stake, he might not have done. Jess. Solberg. And Jess slipping it through to Rowson, and there's no flag. But the cutback was very poor.
Yeah, he didn't look up. He had Andy down at the back post, had he taken a look up.
Derek Young though, and Andy Dow pops up in the box, and it's Canero who stuck to him. Mitchell. Lauchlan seeking out Paul Wright. Solberg. Oh, and it was far from comfortable for Essen. Andy Smith though losing out to Solberg in the end, and now Belabed picks out his fellow countryman Zerouali. And the ricochet doesn't favour Aberdeen. McInlay. McCoist is about to make his entrance at Pittodrie. Been preparing meticulously for this game all week, no doubt.
Yeah, he's had a few double sessions this weekend.
Canero. Mitchell. Holt. Wright. Andy Dow with the chance to bring it away, although the route forward will be via Lily. Straight onto the head of Hessey is Andy Smith, who's about to make way, I think, for the arrival of Ali McCoist. That'll be offside against Paul Wright.
Yeah, the problem is that bringing on Ali McCoist in, it's like for like again, and Kilmarnock have too many players who want to come off and take it into feet. Bobby Robinson would bite the hand off you for a Kenny Miller or a Mark Birchall right now, someone to give him a different option. This man knows where the goals are, and he's liable to sniff one out.
37 years of age, he's only managed 23 minutes of football since he broke his leg against Rangers, ironically, back in October. Lauchlan. McCoist gets his first touch. Wright. Here is McCoist, but not for long. Dispossessed by Solberg. And nice start from Belabed. He's still going. And it's picked up by Zerouali. Oh. Zerouali and Belabed turning on the style.
Yeah, it's terrific skill, and you have to say that. Belabed with the jersey over his head there. And they would never be described as team players, but they'll go past someone, they'll do a trick. And that's really why Eb Scorrell has the dilemma as to whether to play them or not. No one knows what they're going to do. But then again, they can be very, very productive, as we saw there.
Andy Dow's corner, Belabed helped it on. Robbie Winters is going to come on for Aberdeen. A player who never quite fulfilled his potential. He came here as part of the deal that took Billy Dodds to Dundee United initially, and he certainly got the better part of that deal.
Yeah, just over a year ago, Billy Dodds was playing for Scotland against Germany in Bremen, and as you say, did lose his way, but looked far more like himself last weekend against Celtic. I have to say I'm surprised he didn't start this one tonight, but he will be in Ed Scorrell's thoughts for the cup final. Make no mistake about that.
Winters still waiting to come on. McCoist trying to slip it through to Holt, but it's away by Solberg. And Aberdeen can make for that change now, and Andy Dow is going to make way. He will be a key man for them in the cup final, that's for sure. Dow. On comes Robbie Winters. 6 goals this season, 5 of them away from home, including a hat-trick at Motherwell in that extraordinary 6-5 success. Hessey. Handball from Ali Mitchell. Here's Belabed. David Lilly. Jess. Zerouali to Young. McAllister. And Young helping it on, Winters sniffing, but Marshall coming to collect. Fowler. Robbie Winters takes it up on Aberdeen's behalf. Derek Young. His brother Darren is also on the books of Aberdeen, which is why he has his full name across the back of his shirt. Ah, this is neat. Belabed, not quite so neat from him. Rashid Belabed, just 19 years of age. He joined Aberdeen from the Belgian club Molenbeek. His only goal came at Christmas against Dundee United, but he's mainly been on the bench. Mahood. Oh, he had a little kick at Belabed then, and unfortunately for him, John Rowbottom was not far away.
Yeah, John Rowbottom right on top of this. Alan Mahood's fortunate. He knows his body check, but it's the needless kick there. He gets away with it, and he's lucky.
Derek White's clearance. Hoisted up by David Lilly. Mahood. Lauchlan. Wright beavering away as usual.
Yeah, but look where he is in the Paul Wright, back inside his own half, 10 yards inside his own half. And that's the problem that Kilmarnock have. No one to run in behind.
20 minutes to go. McAllister. And again. Mahood taking it off the toes of Belabed. Here's Ali Mitchell. That's going to clear the goal though. Disappointing effort. Godal probably felt like he walked into a nightmare after what has been a rough old first season at Aberdeen, but a strange one, as we know. In the league they've been pretty abject, but in the cups they've got to both finals, and they will be in Europe next season, thanks to the fact that Rangers reached the Tennant Scottish Cup final, and they have other European competitions on their mind, and the UEFA Cup. McAllister hoping his keeper's going to come, and his keeper does come. Ryan Essen, 20 years of age, considerably older than 20 is Jim Leighton, who'll be 42 this summer, given a rest today, but destined to bow out at the cup final.
Yeah, but the goalkeeping position is a real problem for Aberdeen. No question about that.
Essen's clearance has come to Mitchell. Aimed towards McCoist, but never really looked favourite to win it. Ralston. So are Kilmarnock going to make a game of it in the closing stages? All the goals came in the first half. That's going to be offside against McCoist, but the referee, well, he was going to let them get on with it, but now he has pulled it back. McCoist had strayed. Aberdeen sitting pretty on this lead. Jim Lauchlan. Here's Mitchell. Canero. Belabed. And Winters could be in. He is in. Aberdeen going in search of number 4. And Winters for Belabed, but he couldn't find a way through.
Yeah, I think it's Hessey who does enough there just to block him. Kilmarnock stretched in the left back position there. Winters had time to look out, look up. It's Belabed he picks out there, and Hessey does well.
There was a bit of a scuffle after that incident, and John Rowbottom going across to his linesman. And what will the outcome of this be? No nonsense referee, John Rowbottom, that's for sure.
I think he's tried where possible tonight, Ian, to let the game flow, and he's been reluctant to produce yellow cards tonight, John Rowbottom. He has to act on the instruction here of the assistant, who clearly has seen something.
Quite sure he can spot who did what, though. It's not a long conversation. Come on, boys, get moving. John Rowbottom is summoning Hessey, I think. Oh, it's a red card for Sean Hessey. He's sent off.
That must have happened when the two of them were on the ground, Ian. It's the only time it could have happened. When he and Belabed were on the ground after the ball had come in.
Well, there's afters, but Sean Hessey has been sent off, and Kilmarnock are down to 10 men. Now, what has John Rowbottom decided to give here?
Well, it has to happen just here. I'll be able to tell from that angle.
Is he given that?
He's given a penalty, yeah, he's given a penalty.
Well, after the long conversation with his linesman, in mysterious circumstances now, and what's been a strange old evening in Aberdeen, they have a penalty kick. So, Thomas Solberg has the chance to make it 4-1. Can he take that chance? You better believe he can. And a mystery, Solberg scores on the spot.
That's a good penalty, just strokes it inside the right-hand post there. There's something of a bonus for Aberdeen, the fact that the penalty was awarded a trolley. And often you'll see a bit of afters when two players fall onto the ground here. And Bellevid clearly felt he was kicked on the ground. The assistant looking from the ideal position on the far side. And even though there didn't appear to be much in it from our angle here, clearly saw something.
It's one of them nights, isn't it? All sorts of goings on. Reilly. He's running to Wright. I wonder if Bobby Williams can work all that out. His team down to 10 men after Sean Hessey has shown a red card. Here's McCoist. And the overhead kick was from Jamie Fowler.
Yeah, at least Ali McCoist was prepared to run in behind there, Ian. That's what they've lacked tonight. Aberdeen appealing for offside, but he had timed his run perfectly. It's a lost cause, of course, now for Kilmarnock.
Here's Canero. Disappointing performance from Kilmarnock, and a disappointing season for them. And Lauchlan was taken out, so that's another yellow card, which is brandished at David Rowson.
Yeah, I think John Rowbottom decided it's time to clamp down now, Ian. A few rash challenges going in.
Predictably, the free kick comes to nothing at all. So John Rowbottom involved in a touch of controversy in sending off Sean Hessey on the advice of his linesman and awarding a penalty, which was converted by Thomas Solberg. Bobby Williamson's Kilmarnock on the end of a battering in Aberdeen, and not many people have been on the end of something like that this season. Well, a few years ago, I remember watching Barry Fry's Birmingham win 5-0 at Barnsley. It's over to you, Trev. Thursday at 7, Sky Sports 2 in the second leg of that playoff semi-final. Aston Villa and Chelsea go up for the Cup Saturday at 12 noon on Sky Sports 2 and the Sky Digital viewers on Sky Sports Extra. And the Edinburgh Derby ends the Scottish Premier League season with Hearts still trying to secure a UEFA Cup spot ahead of Motherwell. How Hibs would love to deny them an earlier than usual start. 2 o'clock next Sunday. Hearts yet to beat Hibs this season. Jim Jeffries is sitting at home now going, he did have to mention that, didn't he? 10 minutes remaining. So here's Mahood. Holt has dropped back into the defence then after Hessey's red card. He also dropped back there against Rangers last week. There's Rowson, who's got a yellow card, so he has to tread carefully. He's presented it straight to McInlay. Oh, and a misunderstanding between Thomas Solberg and Ryan Essen, which kind of sums up the evening here.
Yeah, I don't think Essen's too happy at all there. Obviously gave him a good early shout here. And Solberg decides to take it for a walk.
Kilmarnock well ahead on corners, but more behind on goals. Wright. Here's Fowler. And Wright again. Through to Essen it goes. And the 2 many days to celebrate in the Scottish Premier League this season, Aberdeen. McCoist, warmly greeted by the fans. Canero and Mitchell chasing. Fowler is arriving in the middle, but more in the middle than that. Holt, Winters quickly in on him. Over the top from Lauchlan. Kilmarnock's throw. Twist in the middle, but it's too high for him. A missed kick from Derek Young, and Mitchell gets the corner. 20 at the end of the month, Derek Young catching up with his squad number. Mitchell delivers. Not exactly many Kilmarnock men around. Bellabed, that's one way to clear it. Tosh McInlay, and McCoist headed it wide. Let's have a look though at a closer incident up the other end.
Yeah, let's see if we can clear this one up, Ian. Certainly from the other angle we didn't see too much. Here's Bellabed on his way, squeezed out by Hessey. He must have good eyesight, that's all I can see.
Here's Alan Mahood. Jess. Are Aberdeen in the mood to hit the high fives, I wonder? Reilly, who started the scoring spree for them, but that's going to trickle behind for a goal kick. The Aberdeen fans love him though. He's an entertainer. Been away on international duty quite a bit since he joined Aberdeen with the Moroccan Olympic squad. McCoist helped it on. Paul Wright chasing, but it's collected by Essen. Kilmarnock well beaten now. And they will be more than happy to see the end of what has been a miserable season for them. And I wouldn't have thought the red card for Hessey has helped their fair play placing too much. They did have a hope of getting into Europe via that route, as they did last season. Now Winters, and Rowson is in the middle. It's gone behind though. Oh, it's a corner.
Yeah, Robbie Winters thought it was a handball there used by Jim Lauchlan, appeals for the penalty. But once again, Winters took up good position down the right-hand side. And it does strike Jim Lauchlan on the left arm, but certainly wasn't intentional.
Now the referee has spotted a bit of bargy-bargy between Wright and Holt, and it all ends in a handshake. So Jess's corner. Here he is again. Zero Ali on a burst towards the box. Here's Jess. Crowded out in the end. Canero. Solberg has this covered despite the presence of Jamie Fowler. And whacked into touch by Essen. The only blot on the Aberdeen landscape today is the fact that they do now officially have the worst defensive record in British League football. 83 conceded. Mitchell. Wright. Mitchell. Canero. Just about keeping his feet. Gary Holt. Cut out by Derek Young. Young over the top, offside against Robbie Winters, and time for you to pick your man of the match award, David.
I think he comes Zero Ali, Ian, simply because of the entertainment value he's given us tonight. So we weren't expecting too much, but I think most of the entertainment has come from this man. Managed to get the goal as well, of course, so he's my Bank of Scotland man of the match for tonight. It's also given Epscotto a bit of a headache in terms of the cup final, because he's been out of the frame, but they must have done enough tonight to have made an impression on Scotland.
Well, Aberdeen just seeing this one out now. We're in the last minute of normal time. Canero. McCoist. Aberdeen about to secure their 8th league win of the season. And Zero Ali is in here, and Winters! It's a tap in for Robbie Winters, the perfect end The perfect day for Aberdeen.
It's a great exchange, but look at the little lift over here by Zero Ali, just dinksing over Jim Lauchlan's tackling leg there. Delightful ball across goal, claims for offside by Gordon Marshall, but look at the skill here, that delightful play. Had the presence of mind to look up, and it leaves Robbie Winters with a tap in. Now that's superb skill from the Moroccan, and we've seen a fair bit of that from him tonight.
Robbie Winters, 7th of the season, only his 2nd in front of the Todri faithful. Zarali, the creator. Aberdeen are usually on the other end of scorelines like that. Not today. They lead Kilmarnock 5-1. Aberdeen made 6 changes from the side that were beaten 5-1 at Celtic last week. And although Skodal may have his cup final team in mind, there are surely a few places up for grabs. And there will be 1 or 2 who've impressed him here. Or they could be into 6 here. It's Jess. And just whipped away from him by Lauchlan. Here's Lauchlan. It's all over.